Hi folks, last week I told you that DJI maybe will launch a sort of new mirrorless system camera, possibly full frame in September, but I'm not sure about that rumor. But about this next rumor, I'm 100% certain, and it's something where the Chinese manufacturers will definitely challenge Japanese manufacturers. And before I talk about this rumor, a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to not miss any of the upcoming rumors. In the past couple of years, Chinese manufacturers like Viltrox, 7 Artisans and so forth launched their very first autofocus prime lenses, and they are challenging the classic Japanese manufacturers. And in time, those lenses became as good as Japanese lenses, but for nearly half the price, or even sometimes 1/3 of the price. And so they are quite big competition for Canon, Nikon, Tamron, Sigma and so forth. But so far they never attempted to do a zoom lens. And the rumor of today is that in 2025 we are finally getting the first Chinese autofocus zoom lenses for Sony E mount and also for Nikon Z mount. And this is quite a big news. And you might wonder why it took so long for them to make zoom lenses. Well, it's much more complicated to design autofocus zoom lenses than prime lenses. It's much more complicated because of the algorithm and so forth. And apparently those manufacturers now solved the problem, and now they can release the first lens in 2025. According to the rumor, there will be 3 autofocus zoom lenses coming 2025. 2 are full frame and 1 is APS-C. All 3 lenses coming for Sony E mount and Nikon Z mount. The rumor doesn't disclose what manufacturer will release those lenses, but I'm 99.9% certain this is coming from Viltrox. And the reason is the following, because in the same rumor there's also mention about 2 full frame 1.4 primes coming in late 2024, autofocus primes, and we know from Viltrox roadmap that they have 2 1.4 full frame autofocus primes that will be announced very soon. You can see the silhouette of the lenses here. They also teased the 135 1.8 we already saw in past leaks, and they also teased the launch of 3 1.2 and 1 1.4 autofocus APS-C lens, again for Sony E mount and other mounts like Nikon Z, Fuji X and so forth. So it's clear based on that rumor we got that Viltrox will announce 2 full frame and 1 APS-C zoom lens in 2025. I don't have the focal lengths about those lenses yet, but I'm sure that in the next weeks and months there will be more info coming out through various leakers. And this is exciting because zoom lenses are the lenses that are sold the most on the market, so they're the most popular lenses. So it will be nice to have 2.8 4.0 zooms that are much less expensive than the competition from Sony, Nikon, Canon, Tamron and Sigma, and this is definitely going to affect the market. The last step Chinese manufacturers have to take is to make their own cameras. I don't know when this is going to happen. Like I told you before, DJI is rumored to announce some kind of more classic traditional mirrorless camera in September. Maybe, still not confirmed. TT Artisan in one interview a couple of months ago said they are working on making a camera for their own market, but I don't know if it will use a new mount or if they are able to license an E mount, Z mount or other mounts. That's completely unclear. Would be nice if Chinese manufacturers would actually use currently available mounts, like for example L mount, E mount and so forth. I know the L mount is a bit more open. That would be a hot candidate for our first Chinese camera with L mount. I think there's a fair chance this could happen, and this is exciting. Competition is always nice, and I hope that in the next videos I can also share some more possible details about the DJI mirrorless camera, because I would love this rumor to turn out to be true. So first of all, like this video if you like what I'm doing. Also subscribe to the channel, of course. And a final quick reminder that on August 28th, Sony will announce the 85 1.4 GM2. I already leaked the image of this lens, and I told you this lens will be a tiny bit smaller and much more lighter than the predecessor, which is now 7 years old. So definitely a do update, and in early September Sony will have another announcement. So for a fixed camera there will be another lens that is exciting. Sigma will have an announcement, so it's going to be an exciting time on this channel. So folks, see you soon.